Hi, we're Rob and Kathy. Join us for our travels. Hello viewer, and as you can see, we are not on the beautiful Central Coast. We are in fact at Sydney Airport and about to fly out to Fiji. We'll be travelling on Virgin Australian Airlines. Once we arrive in Fiji, we'll be then going to the Naviti Resort, so we'll find out all about it as we go. The direct air distance between Sydney and the international airport at Nandi is about 3,170 kilometres. The flight takes about 4 hours, but is closer to 5 on the return journey due to the prevailing jet stream. Travelling to Fiji is Kathy, our daughter and granddaughter. We deposited our bags, made it through security, always a challenge when you've got a bag full of camera gear and a drone. And then we had a short bus ride to our aeroplane. Crossed the airport, and before we knew it, we were boarding. We taxied out.
Not yet. You'll know when we're in the air, Baba, because we'll go really fast and then we'll be
And then we were off. It's always very spectacular leaving Sydney. The Republic of Fiji is an archipelagic country in the South Pacific Ocean. Fiji is an archipelago of more than 330 islands, of which about 110 are permanently inhabited. Most of the population lives on Viti Levu, which is the main island. We crossed over some Pacific islands, which I think was either Vanuatu or New Caledonia. We settled into the flight and time for the Virgin in-flight entertainment. And we resorted to this. A word of warning about food. If you're at the back of the plane, by the time the trolley reaches you, it's empty and there's nothing left. We bought a sandwich at the airport and picked up an in-flight coffee. 4 hours later, and Fiji appeared out the window. We landed at Nandi, which is interestingly spelt N-A-D-I, but is pronounced Nandi. We disembarked and made our way across the terminal. First thing you notice is it's warm, around 25-26 degrees in Fiji this time of year. Then it's a 2-hour bus trip from Nandi to the Naviti Resort. The resort is 101 kilometres from Nandi via the Queen's Road, which circumnavigates the island. And it was very interesting to see some of the local countryside and how the locals live. It was late afternoon when we commenced our trip, so it was getting dark by the time we reached the Naviti. up to reception, and we were given a very friendly greeting as well as shell necklaces all round. A traditional greeting welcomed us to our room. We went down to the bistro for dinner and then were entertained by some of the locals. Hope you've enjoyed this video. The next video will be our week at the Naviti Resort.